Hey guys, this is Lyndon again, and today I'm going to be talking about the flat Earth and mainly the flat Moon. So, there's a lot of people in the flat Earth community that say the Moon is flat. Now, others they say the Moon is a sphere in the sky. But some people. So there's controversy within the flat Earth community to say if the Moon's flat or round. So I'm going to be giving my perspective on this. I'm kind of looking at this from the flat Earth point of view and giving an honest opinion, or looking at the evidence and forming an honest opinion from whether the moon should be flat or round. So here I have a flat moon, and I'm just going to say there are a few problems with a flat moon. So before we start, I want to go ahead and get some notation out of the way. There's two different types of circles, I guess you could say. One is a complete circle, and the other is like an ellipse. Ellipse is like a squished circle, basically, to make sure we got that notation. So an ellipse is like a squished circle, and a circle is just like a perfect one. Okay, so I think you got that. So we got two different types of circles. I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of the way. So if we look at a disc, see this moon is a disc shape. So if you look at a disc from an up top view, it definitely does look like a circle. So it's a face view and it looks like a circle. So we can compare it to the circle and see it matches very closely. But see, the problem with a disc, when we begin to change our perspective or change our view, it begins to squish. So now we can say that this moon actually looks like an ellipse now. So this moon looks like an ellipse. So we can zoom out. So this moon, when we change our perspective, it actually looks like an ellipse. So the problem here is that we know that the moon never looks like an ellipse. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look, you can observe the moon, pretty much every night or every other night, whenever there's not clouds out. Or even during the daytime, you can see the moon quite often. But anyway, you can see the moon, and it's always going to be round, no matter if it's near the horizon, it's to your left, whatever it's at, it's always a sphere. And I really don't think that's a coincidence, because I'm going to go ahead and show you this more. If we just kind of take this view, we're here in, actually that view is from the end of South America. Here's South America here, and we'll go to the end. We just zoom down in there. If we look at the moon from South America, it should be an ellipse, because we're viewing it from a different angle. You can see here that we're viewing it from this angle, from here, and we're viewing it. And so if we view it from that angle, it looks like an ellipse, because we don't have a face view of the disc. So if it really is a disc, and it's so close to the Earth, at 3,000 miles above the ground here, and if it's so close to the Earth like this, it should always be a sphere, because it should always be a circle. I'm sorry, because if you look into the sky, the moon is always a circle. So if we have a disc, it's only a circle if you just go straight under it. So if you're like straight under the little moonlight, then it'll be a circle. But if you get a different perspective, like you're on the end of South America, it's going to look like an oval or an ellipse. But it never looks like that. So that's the first problem. That's all I really have to say about that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open a new file, and then I'm going to kind of show you some more problems. So we were talking about how can the moon always be a circle no matter what view you're looking at. Well, the thing is here, if you look at a sphere, no matter what perspective you have of it, it's always a circle. If you look at a sphere, no matter what view you're looking at, it's always a circle. But obviously, we never see more than one side of the moon. Alright, and I have a video actually about that, and I'm going to go ahead and send a link there to kind of explain more about that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you more reason to maybe conclude that the moon is a sphere. Okay, so if we grab a light and actually put this on the circle, or on the sphere, we can get a different view. We can see that these crescent shapes form. So here we go. Look at that. Go ahead and back off a little bit. See these crescent shapes form, and that's exactly like what we see on the moon. So to say that these crescent shapes like this are not from the light being shined on a sphere, it's a bit of an assumption to say that, because what we're creating here is exactly like what we see on the moon. See these crescent shapes, and that's what we see on the moon. So that's good evidence to say that, hey, maybe the moon is a sphere with a light shining on it, because only a sphere can create these crescent shape crescent-shaped reflections like this. There we go. We rendered this out. It looks like the moon, doesn't it? Because it's got that crescent-shaped shadow and reflection. So we do have good evidence to say that the moon is a sphere. Now this isn't saying that the flat Earth is wrong, but we definitely should conclude that the moon is a sphere because of this perfect moon. Because we get a sphere here, and when we shine a light on it, it creates that perfect crescent shape. And if you look at the sky, you always see that perfect crescent shape. So I guess I'm kind of repeating myself, but I hope you get my point here. That I think there is good evidence to say that the moon is a sphere. Is there anything else? I think that might be it. Anyway, guys, hope you guys get my point. I'll go ahead and end this video.